Hello, welcome to the Marginal Show, the cybersecurity show. In this video, let's talk about disturbing crimes that happen on kid online gaming environments. So without further ado, let's get right into it. We're going dark. So online gaming environments, while often designed for entertainment and social interaction, can unfortunately become breeding grounds for various disturbing crimes targeting children, right? Some of the most concerning issues is cyberbullying and harassment. Online games have become hotspots for cyberbullying and harassment. A report by the Anti-Defamation League found that 62% of young gamers experienced abuse and harassment while playing games online. This can take various forms. There could be, griefing, bad faith players destroying other players, creations or blocking their progress, whispering, which is flooding chat channels with derogatory comments about victims. There's doxing, which is releasing a victim's personal information online. So the anonymity provided by online platforms can embolden bullies to engage in more severe forms of harassment than they might in person. There's also, unfortunately, online predators. As far as exploitation is concerned, many forms of it. Please use your imagination. Perhaps the most alarming threat is that online predators target children through gaming platforms. So predators often pose as fellow teens to build trust and form bonds with potential victims. They may try to isolate children from parents and real-life friends. Some attempt to coerce children into producing, sexual activities online that is not appropriate. The FBI has become involved in investigating such cases, with multiple instances of predators using popular games to recruit and exploit minors. Then there's the exposure to extreme violence and criminal behavior, right? Some disturbing crimes have been linked to violent, video games. Like in 2004, I believe, a 17-year-old received a life sentence for beating his friend, unfortunately to death, allegedly inspired by the violent game Manhunt. You have a 16-year-old who reportedly killed his mother, unfortunately, after an argument over playing the online game PUBG. So the exposure to violent video games involving guns may increase the risk of dangerous gun-related behaviors in children. So while it's important to note that most gamers do not engage in violent behavior, these extreme cases highlight potential risks. Now, another thing is financial exploitation and theft, right? Some online games involve virtual currencies or in-game purchases which can lead to financial exploitation. Children may be tricked into sharing parents' credit card information. Some games blur the line between gaming and gambling, potentially leading to addiction and financial losses. There's exposure to extremism and hate. So online gaming spaces have unfortunately become recruiting grounds for extremist groups. Games may be used to spread propaganda or radicalized vulnerable individuals. Some platforms have become homes for hate speech and discriminatory behavior. So, you're gonna want to make sure that your, kids out there, play games with caution, and parents, please be on your kids' case. So it's crucial for parents and guardians to be aware of these risks, right, and take steps to protect children in online gaming environments. This includes monitoring gaming activity, using parental controls, and maintaining open communication about online experiences. So while it's important, again, to note that the vast majority of gamers do not engage in criminal behavior, some games have been more frequently linked to controversial incidents or cited in discussions about video game violence. So here are some notable examples of games that were kind of linked to some bad behavior, right? We have Grand Theft Auto series, right? The Grand Theft Auto franchise has often been the center of debates about video game violence. In 2008, 6 teens were involved in a crime spree allegedly inspired by Grand Theft Auto, committing muggings, armed robbery, vandalism, and assault. The game has been repeatedly accused of promoting violence and crime due to its focus on criminal activities. You then have the Call of Duty series, right? This popular first-person shooter franchise has been mentioned in several high-profile cases. There was, I believe, 77 people killed in Norway in 2011. They were basically using Call of Duty as a training tool. Then there was the perpetrator of the supposedly the Sandy Hook elementary school shooting that was known to be a freaking Call of Duty player, and then Manhunt, right? This game, notorious for its graphic violence, was linked to a particularly disturbing case. We talked about that. So what are some online games or other online gaming platforms that you feel are also dangerous and can lead to certain things? You have Doom. While it's a little bit older, Doom was one of the first games to be widely discussed in relation to real-world violence. The game gained notoriety when it was revealed that the perpetrators of the 1999 Columbine high school shooting were avid, Doom players, right? It's crucial to emphasize that, again, while these games have been cited in some criminal cases, numerous studies have failed to establish a causal link between playing violent video games and committing violent crimes. So, a report from the American Psychological Association found insufficient evidence to support a link between violent games and criminal behavior or delinquency, right? So, researchers have noted that other risk factors such as antisocial behavior, depression, trouble at home, and academic problems play significant roles in aggressive behavior. Additionally, some studies have even found a correlation between the release of popular violent games and a decrease in crime rates, possibly due to the potential offenders spending time gaming instead. Ultimately, how can parents protect kids from crimes in online games? You're going to want to start with communication and education. Open communication with your child is crucial. Discuss online safety regularly and teach them about potential risks. Explain the concept of online stranger danger and emphasize that people online may misrepresent themselves. Set boundaries and use parental controls, right? Establish clear rules for online gaming, including time limits and appropriate behavior. Enable privacy settings and parental controls on gaming platforms to restrict chat features and monitor interactions. Also, monitor and supervise. Monitor and supervise. Familiarize yourself with games. Learn about the games your child plays, including their features and social interactions. Also, supervise gameplay. Occasionally sit with your child while they play, especially for younger children. Monitor friend requests. Advise your children to only accept friend requests from people they know in real life. Protect personal information. Teach your child never to share personal information like their real name, address, school, or phone number while gaming. Encourage the use of strong passwords and screen names instead of real names, and then reporting and safety issues, right? Show your child how to report inappropriate behavior or suspicious users within the game. Familiarize yourself with the game's safety features such as muting or blocking other players. You're going to also want to limit data usage. Consider restricting gaming devices to shared spaces in the home rather than allowing use in bedrooms, right? Stay informed. Keep up to date with the latest gaming trends, apps, and potential online dangers. This knowledge will help you better protect your child and have informed conversations about online safety. So, how can you set up privacy settings on popular gaming platforms? Let's talk about that right now. Let's put some action to it, right? So to set up privacy settings on popular gaming platforms, for PlayStation 5, you can, follow these steps. Sign in to your parent/guardian account on the PS5. Go to settings, then family and parental controls and family management. Select the child's account you want to manage. Okay, select the child's account that you want to manage. You can set restrictions for blocking games based on age ratings, setting up spending and playtime limits, restricting online communication, controlling who can see the child's profile and activities. To set up playtime limits specifically, go to settings, family and parental controls, family management, then select the child account, set a time zone, and select playtime settings. Okay, configure the desired time limits and save changes. Make sure you save those changes. Now, on the Xbox Series, whether it's the X or the S, the easiest way to set up parental controls is through the Xbox Family Settings app. Now, you're gonna wanna download the Xbox Family Settings app on your mobile device, log in with your Microsoft account, select Add Them Now, and then create child account, and then click Next. Select the child's profile to add restrictions for things like screen time limits, whatever that you see over there, right? Screen time limits, online communication, friends list management, content restrictions by age rating. Now there are general tips because not everybody has a PS5 or Xbox. They have other gaming things, right? So general tips are accurately enter your child's birth year during the account setup to automatically apply age-appropriate restrictions. Review the customized communication settings to control who can interact with your child. Enable spending limits and password requirements for purchases. Familiarize yourself with the reporting and blocking features within games and platforms. So that's what I have for you today. Please take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button and the like button. Again, if you like this video, if you learned something, if you appreciate this content, please take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button and the like button. I appreciate your viewership. Stay safe. See you on the next video.